Good evening. This is my 1962 Pontiac Catalina build. It's based off the AMT Polyglass GT kit, and it's basically box stock. The only thing that isn't box stock on this particular build is the tires and a side rear view mirror. I also added a rake to the back. I didn't like the way it sat, so I made some shimmies and raised the back end a bit. And there's the undercarriage. Yeah, so it kind of raised that rear end a bit, so that got a nice rake out of it. It just sat a little bit too low at the back. And then the front bumper on this particular build, that front bumper, when I got the kit open, it was literally broken, like cracked and broken. So I glued it all together again, sanded it down, and I painted it with a stainless color paint. So it kind of gives it a look of like an aluminum lightweight bumper, minus the chrome. And the hood also didn't fit properly on this kit, so I just went with the hood springs. Eventually I'd like to get some wiring, proper scale wiring. And again, yeah. And so I decided to go with the yellow highlights with the green paint. And there's the back part there. And yeah, it was a fun build. And get a little zoom in on the interiors there a bit. This particular kit didn't have instrumentation decals, so I kind of had to wing it. And I did the best I could in detailing it. And yeah, painted the interior brown with brush paint, just to kind of give it a look of leather. Came a little bit wet, but yeah, I didn't dull coat it. I just kind of left it. It was one of my first builds since getting back into the hobby, and it kind of sat off to the side for a bit till I got it the way I wanted it to look. It was a fun build. Bit challenging getting that undercarriage together though. The chassis was a separate piece for the body pan and so forth. A little bit of a tricky kit to get together, but it was fun. Bit of a challenge. And here's the other side. I kind of wanted it to have the look of a, you know, early 70s, late 60s street racer. Basically an old car that's been revived. That's the kind of look I was aiming for. Something I would have saw rolling the streets of my hometown back in the day. That's the look I wanted. Not overly restored, but restored enough that you know, it's clean and, you know, a bit modified. Yeah. And again, you know, painted the trim with Testor's silver. After watching the muscle car modeler, I'm thinking I might take a chance with the chrome pen. He showed on one of his builds where he empties the chrome pen out into a little cap and then brushes it on. So I think I might do that. Give that a try. I've never been one so old school. I've always wanted to use, you know, model product paint. But I mean, after watching him go to work on, I mean, he definitely raises the bar for us average model builders particularly. And yeah. So, yeah, I just kind of improvised on this one, of course, like I usually do. Yeah. And then went with the yellow highlights on the grill. And then the spears, I kind of went with a red highlight. so it would kind of blend with the brown interior. And some racing decals on the deck window. This was a fun build, and again, one of my first since getting back into the hobby. And that mirror is from the it's from the AMT 61 Impala kit, I believe. Yeah. And then the tires were rear tires were from parts pack, and then the front tires were off one of my kits. I can't remember which one, but yeah. But other than that, I mean, this is basically a box stock build, and one of my favorites. Interior detail on this is really quite good. I could have did a little bit more with it, but good enough. It's gonna sit on the shelf with the rest of them in a case, so again, I don't get too carried away with my builds. But yeah, so that's the 62. Yeah, did I say 61? It's actually a 62 Catalina AMT kit. And yeah, there it is. But yeah, I like the way it turned out with the green with the like yellow highlights. Used a Tamiya tester, or Tamiya green, I guess. Tamiya metallic green, I believe. And I like decided to put the lake pipes on it. Those were in the kit as well. Gives it a little extra character. And again, there's the undercarriage. The lake pipes are there so that they can be uncapped for drag racing. And then you got the stock exhausts, stock duals. Yeah. But all in all, a fun build and a really good kit. A little bit tricky to get some of it together, but like on the undercarriage and stuff, like to get it to sit properly and stuff, that took a little effort. I mean, that's the challenge. A lot of these kits. So yeah, there it is, the AMT 62 Catalina.